I need to do something. I was like, these guys are too serious. Something needs to. And the maker was ready like, bro, keep moving. It's your wedding. Come. So we got to church, and it happened that Emeka had to go in first before all of us. So he went in, and then I told all the groomsmen, the ring is not here.
Can I have the rings?
Okay.
The rings. Okay, while they are waiting for the ring, I will.
Unashamedly, I will eat swallow at a wedding.
Like if worse comes to worse, I'll eat it with cutlery.
But that's the worst case scenario.
You know what I love to see though? I love to see when like non-Nigerians are taking their food and they have jollof rice and they have swallow and they have no soup.
So wait, sorry, what? Wait,
Yeah.
jollof rice and swallow on the same plate
And no soup.
And no soup.
and no soup. Oh my god!
It's like,
So,
esophagus.
Oh my god!
Esophagus will hear things.
as a healthcare worker, I couldn't go from one patient room to another without wearing the PPE, and I'm dying in that thing. I have my mask on, I have this on, then you wear like the gown, and that gown is like plastic. So by the time I wear that thing, I am sweating sweating hell under that thing. Then you wear gloves, you wear shoe, and this is, imagine you have 10 patients. In every patient's room you go in, you have to, when you come out of one patient's room, you change, sanitize, and start wearing all over again. It was crazy.
You are now listening to the BlackerTheBerry, the sweeter the juice.
Let's record a minute.
What was that? Your name now. You just say your name. Why you have to try? So DX, and then you say I'm sure.
This nigga, you're like, you want the best of three worlds.
You're scary. Now I understand why the girls are running away. Because all this time I've been thinking girls are crazy. Now it makes sense. Keyshawn.
But with all jokes aside, I mean, I really want to like incorporate like gym into it, because man.
No, I said I'll incorporate it when I can afford healthy eating.
You see that?
Because there's no point where you're not eating healthy. You're going to
We
the
told
gym.
you go.
yeah, just counter.
The one time I did, what was that thing? What was this word they always use? I tried to do it that period. Calorie deficit. I say, okay, let me deficit.
Bookkeeping.
And then Beyonce's diet, where she said, no carbs, no bread, no this. I said, let me do. I went to work that day. I was seeing stars. Like, bro. I was getting patient medication. Means I wanted to pump time. I know, because my head was banging. Yeah. Everything was fuzzy.
You have to balance it out, man. Yeah.
And to make matters work that week, elevator sports, we got to take stairs. So imagine me going like down one flight of stairs. I'm like, wait. I was like, you are breathing heavy like a dog. Nobody told me I want to buy most. I bought most that I drank from the vending machine. I texted Elliot, someone. I was like, please, is this guy with deficit? Fuck you, man. I'm not doing. What the heck? How?
Calorie deficit.
How? What did he do it?
What, gym?
The whole calorie deficit thing, going on a diet.
I've never dieted.
You sure?
Yeah, I've never dieted, bro. I don't like the idea of dieting because it's just like, well, I have to now be watching how I eat.
But I don't think that. Excuse me. I don't think that's the
numbers and food. They don't go together. They don't go together, bro. Last time that I checked, bro, they don't go together.
But I don't think that's the. I think to the best of my knowledge, I think the baseline for dieting is just the portion control. But even that portion control, there are times where I'm putting the food, and then my spirit is like, one more spoon.
Do you know?
I know. I have to take the spirit.
Do you know? My worst thing is that having a big plate and trying to do portion control, it just does not make sense. I'll put the portion that I need. My spirit is still talking.
Like, one more spoon.
Place.
Or like you go to events, you're not using that small scoop. I'm like, man, you're not the one that paid. The couple that paid for this.
You know that one of the scuba like you know, wow. you made the size of rice. You be like that stone at your place. I'm like, Auntie, how
What the fuck? Like when they just put that thing, I'm like, and then they look at you, look at them. I'm like, you know, my eyes are saying, put more. You mad? I'm goddamn hungry here, put more. And they look at you like, what else are you looking for? I'm like, put more. Like,
How did I say this? You're just looking at each other.
do you get?
You know the ones I don't like? The ones that when they're giving you the meat, they'll be draining the stew out of the meat. I think, put the meat and the stew. What are you draining this
Honestly,
thing for?
so my rice not be dry.
It's like when I go to Subway and they're doing my sub. Like when I'm doing my sub, especially when I order chicken teriyaki, they will not pack the chicken. They're not having chicken meat. You pack that chicken once, pack it and put it on my sub. Don't mess with me, man. They will scoop the thing. Then I start shaking it. Wait, why?
They are draining the yaki out of the terry.
The one I hate the most is when they start counting how many meats they put it in. I'm just thinking the size difference between all these meats does not require it to be counting. You give me 6 small.
No, for me, but my is always 8. If it's more than 8, they will remove one. I'm like, why? Why are you doing that to me? So they always have to be like, where is your human side? Like, I'm hungry. Or you go to all these Asian places where they have like the buffet lined up. Oh, you want to try put pork? Okay, put. Do not put. Now get to one. You're not shaking. Why? Just sometimes when I work at the mall, when I go there, I'll be like, it's been a hard day. I'm so hungry. I'll be like, hard day for you? Yes. Put my food. I'm hungry. I'm damn hungry.
I'll give it to those like Asian like just Chinese food, the Chinese food, whatever. They don't do portion control, and that's why I stick with them.
But do you know like those big plates? Those big plates are meant for like 2 portions. But it's this guy that taught me bad habits.
Interesting. Me
when we ordering food, we'll be finishing one whole plate
in one sitting.
Something that's meant to be for 2 or 3 sittings. We'll be finishing one for each person, rather than sharing the whole thing.
Wait, hold on. That don't. We came to Canada.
No, it's not to Canada.
There is this place here, like by the university, not garden. God damn it! When they serve you food, you order. Then when you order food of $11.95, I'll never forget the price. That plate. If you open the plate, I don't know if it's that they serve the food on both sides. You know when you open like the pack, I don't know if they serve the food on both sides and you close it. When you open the plate takes the shape,
bro. Yeah.
It's mounted. So by the time you start eating. Fam, that thing was like, if you're going to read overnight in school, just order.
You know when the Bible says, you set the table with my enemies.
And my opponent over.
I'm not gardening right there.
No. See, you really not gardening for 3 days. Like, eat small, refrigerate the rest, eat it up the next day.
That was gardening. The first time I had it, I was eating. I mean, I was full. I looked at this thing, it didn't move.
But now, I think after inflation, they've changed their serving spoon because they've changed their serving spoon because I don't like it. Post inflation, I don't like the new.
I didn't realize how inflation was going to affect the Chinese people, man. That's the only side. Those Chinese foods, bro.
No, Chinese food is like. But going back to wedding stuff, like, why do those caterers do those things?
Oh God!
The bride and groom have paid you. Mm-hmm. Serve us. Serve us. I think, and that's one thing I'm going to pride myself I mean, whenever it happens that we're going to get married, like, people cannot be hungry at my wedding.
Amen.
It's a thing. Like, you can't be hungry at my
where's
wedding.
the date? I beg.
And if you want to eat more, go and get, like, shamelessly stand up and go and get.
Where's
Like,
the
this
date?
guy will
Man?
kill me.
Let me start empty. Let me
You are not
start.
okay.
Get
But
ready.
that's the thing. And growing up, especially at Igbo weddings, it's something. From where I am, from Oba, that's the thing. Like, if food finish at your wedding, when you're gone, like, you are going to be the talk of town. You're going to use your wedding as reference point.
Yeah,
No, your wedding is going to be a reference point. If food and drinks, and when I mean drinks, I'm not talking of limca goods, but I'm talking of alcohol finishes at your wedding or food finishes at your wedding.
I don't think I've been at a wedding where
drinks.
food has finished.
Well, I have.
What?
Oh, yeah?
I haven't had a wedding.
No,
where
I
food
don't think I've
finished.
been at
What?
Yeah, I've always been taking.
Then you go for ceremony. That's not. Or maybe it's marriage. You went to a marriage. I've been to weddings. I've been to weddings where I've been on the line and we finished.
Yeah, as an MC, right? I don't like when I get to certain tables and the food has finished because they start blaming me. Like, you called our table last. You called our table last.
But you called it last.
No, I was giving a list. I was giving a list. I'm going by the list I was giving.
No, the ones where food finishes at a wedding, that one doesn't make sense, man.
It has. I've been at weddings where
that's criminal, bro.
it finished. I've been at, and I mean, my own to event planners is like, if someone tells you, well, I'm expecting, 100 guests. At least do like a 7 of 150, 180.
Yeah.
Up it, because there's always
Dozie at the wedding.
I eat one person. I eat one plate. I think it's only
one plate that you be eyeing the server, telling them.
No. There's only. I think it's only one. I mean, except it's a wedding. Like, maybe I'm on the bridal train or something. Or I'm very active in the wedding, where I would like, okay, yeah, this and that. But if it's a wedding where I'm just a guest, hey, I'll eat my portion and then hello, I'm not fighting you.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, weddings in Winnipeg are very interesting. Like, there are weddings from like, you go, the small chops alone self is like, it's making sense, you know. So even if you get to the point where there is no food, the other things that have come, I think for someone, I don't know if one of the weddings I attended last year, this lady had like she went nostalgic. So there was all sorts of Nigerian like treats and snacks on the table. Like, there was baba dudu, there was tom tom, there was biscuit, chin chin, what have you on the table, even before the food. In that kind of wedding, the food should finish, please. What's on the table is interesting to me, because it's just little things that. And it was a thing we talked about. Like, this person is a very good friend of mine. The thing we talked about, and she had those nostalgic things on the table that were like making sense. At the point, the food finished, but I think it wasn't even how it was the vendor's fault, because the extra trays or whatever that was supposed to bring was still on its way. But when the extra food came, people still ate and whatnot. But there are these weddings where you are there, you can see the aura of the wedding. It's an extravagant wedding. In my head, again, I'm not there with the bride and groom. I don't know if they paid you in full. But in my head, the food should go round. Then I come to you, like you said, you now serve me that stone one. You now remove that. I know with the blue spoon. He's always the blue spoon. You now do foam on my plate. Or you now gauge me and say, oh, fried or jollof. And I tell you, do you know, I've received like bombastic side because I say I don't want jollof rice at a wedding. I really don't. I cook a mean jollof, but I don't. If I'm outside, I don't eat jollof rice.
Do you know? I get what you mean.
At weddings, I don't eat jollof rice.
Once you taste this jollof rice, you understand why.
This jollof rice,
I'm
still here to taste this Dozie's. Sorry, Obiora's jollof rice. There's no longer Dozie. Everybody says Obiora's jollof rice. I need to taste this thing before I leave Winnipeg.
Because the thing with the jollof rice, you can actually get jollof rice very wrong.
And
you can get jollof rice very, very
but I think you
wrong.
almost never go wrong with fried rice. And the funny thing is,
jollof rice that tasting like tomato and zinc. Bro, you can get jollof rice very wrong.
Tasted some
Bro, you can get it very wrong.
But I think
that's cancer.
the thing is, the older
Tomato and zinc.
but I think the older I got, the more my taste in like wedding food changed, because there was a time where I'll go to weddings, my standard, what I want is like, oh, jollof rice, fried rice, chicken and salad. But now, fam, on a shimedi, I'll eat swallow at any wedding.
Yeah?
I do not.
And this guy, was it not me that you're making fun of?
I can't eat swallow at a wedding, bro.
I don't. Oh, sorry, I killed shame.
I have too much pride, bro. I feel like eating swallow is something that you have to be like almost naked to enjoy.
Wait. God will now help you. The wedding I bought ashwe beef for. I pay money to swallow.
Nah, bro, man.
At that wedding, even if you miss taking over, I will take it home.
Almost naked.
Yeah.
Singlet and boxer.
No, that's how you eat swallow. That's how you eat swallow. How can you eat swallow? You have to lick your hand properly. But you can't do that in public, bro.
Thank God for the friends I have. Nikemi, Sonia, and we eat at any wedding. I would sit down and eat swallow. I'm not kidding you.
What that? I can't.
I don't know. I think it came with age. I'm sorry, because I know I can readily get jollof rice anywhere. I can readily get fried rice anywhere. I can get chicken. But if I go, I mean, yes, sometimes I might just use cutlery. But if I really want to get down, God damn it, what? Go to the bathroom, wash my hand, or find someone. I can't eat your pure water. Just with the sound effects. That's exactly what you don't fully open it. You just like with your thing and just it and just.
It's like sprinkler.
Just sprinkle it a bit. Oh my God. And then just eat. I mean, that's it. And God bless every time. I mean, there's almost always someone there that has a hand sanitizer. What?
Hand sanitizer.
No. Together, you must eat one.
No, you can't
wait,
eat
no.
one.
Why?
First of all, I don't really eat at weddings. First of all,
He's an MC, so
I
that
don't
one
really eat
makes
at weddings
sense.
because
How he eat swallow and then have the mind to carry
I
back.
just eat swallow. I don't carry my guys. Hey guys, bad up right now, we're gonna start running. After we start running, we keep on running.
No, so are you guys for real? No, have you eaten swallow at the wedding?
Yeah, see, I'm with you. This sounds like
unashamedly, I will eat swallow at a wedding.
like if worse comes to worse, I'll eat it with cutlery.
You know,
But that's the worst case scenario.
you know what I love to see though? I love to see when like non-Nigerians are taking their food and they have jollof rice and they have swallow and they have no soup.
So wait, sorry, what? Wait,
Yeah.
jollof rice and swallow on the same plate
And no soup.
And no soup.
and no soup. Oh my God!
It's like,
So
yeah, esophagus. Your esophagus will hear things.
as a godly person that I am, like, if I see short things happening, I know there are people that are like, oh, you can eat this. Like, there was this. I'm sorry, yes, I attend lots of weddings and I love attending weddings, not just for the food. I love the ambience, but there's this wedding I attended in
God
Calgary.
bless you. Is this your grandma?
There was this wedding in Calgary I attended, and then there were this. Let me say they were blacks, but non-Nigerians. I could tell they were clearly not Nigerians, and they were getting. I think it was yam porridge and something. Yam porridge and something, and then the Yoruba lady was like, "Oh, don't worry, you can eat this with this. You can eat this with this." And I'm like, you know that moment where your mind is, should I chook mouth? Should I say something? Should I not? Where I now had to say something was when she had taken porridge and then she put fufu. I was like, no, come on, no. I was like,
that one is, then go feel it. Then go run it down.
My dad
It's not even plantain porridge that they say.
no, yam porridge. Like, you get
Cassava on cassava, brother.
when you get here,
God.
when they choke like that, 911, what's your emergency? Because no way in hell is going down here.
The other thing I want to say is that not all swallow is fufu, because I think everybody thinks all swallow is fufu.
Oh,
all non,
yeah, but that's based on the
Nigerians.
Americanization of
Yeah.
Nigerian
It's not
culture.
fufu. It's not fufu. They don't even say fufu at weddings for the most part.
But no, it's a Nigerian thing. Everything is fufu. See, if it's not fufu, then it's amala.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
most of the time, we used to call it swallow gari now.
Well,
Fufu is when you start going like Ghanaian or outside of Nigeria.
No, fufu is Nigerian. Fufu is
I know we still have fufu, but fufu is like the third alternative you use for a synonym of swallow.
Yeah, it's always like they're just generally calling them
guess,
swallows.
Yeah.
But man, weddings in a, but you as an MC, how I really want to I just want to know. Have you ever been at a wedding where you are like, nah, two no go last?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I've done weddings where that same summer I saw the husband in the club. Which one of that woman? And you know what? The guy saw me. I was like, yo, bro. I'm like, guy, don't do that. Your wife is at home. You are here with another woman. Same summer.
They just finished.
We just finished wedding. We just
And are you
finished.
MC?
I'm EMC. Bro.
Wow.
Nah.
Audacity.
I think in total, I've done. Okay, I know for sure that there are 3 weddings I've done
Excuse me.
that the couples are no longer together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That you knew as you were emceeing.
No, I didn't know, but like I found out after. But
No, as in like your spirit didn't tell you.
I mean, there's one for sure that happened 2 years ago.
Why did you talk?
You got it. You pay for a certain service. That's the service I provide.
You didn't include counseling.
You didn't include that, so you know.
Counseling is a whole different package.
You know what I would say? The reason why I know that one would not work was because they paid by the hour. That was the only wedding I've done. They paid by the hour, so they didn't want to overdo the service.
Like what I think yesterday at the show, the one that guy said was like, oh, there's a difference between marriage and wedding. I'm like, he said marriage now you don't get belly, go. Wedding now, would you please marry? No, marriage.
Speaking of weddings, what would you guys prefer? Like an in-town celebration or like a destination wedding?
Oh wait,
Before we
answer this question, let me just welcome to our special episode, guys. I'm your DX.
We can't introduce ourselves. We cannot go on a name.
Honestly, because right now there's a lot of shots being fired by anonymous characters. But yeah, sure is all around. But yeah, man, anything we've already said, just take it with an extra pinch of salt.
But first of all, you're not recording the video when we started. So what happened to that audio?
It's all together.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too far apart.
Okay.
Don't worry. But yeah, remember with your spoon of rice and your extra gari.
please.
Remember the BlackerTheBerry is sweet as the juice. But yeah, I've got some special guests. Some very special guests. Guests that I've been trying to find since we began this podcast. But we know everything happens for a reason. But yeah,
Excuse me.
please introduce yourselves. We'll start with our fellow podcaster.
My elder.
I'm not giving any other titles.
You're an elder.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name Mista Dre. I am in the building with my nearest and dearest of friends, some special people who have been taking care of me in the city of Winnipeg, showing me love and hospitality. So appreciate you for having me on BlackerTheBerry. And yeah, let's have fun. I'm here to have fun. It feels nice not to be doing any work.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you, doctor. I can't relate right now. You know, I got it. I just found out gently.
I could see in his eyes. He's thinking, should I ask?
No, you know what? No. But man, no, it's a pleasure to be at the BlackerTheBerry HQ. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Wow. Oh, yes, I mean, this is you guys' headquarters. Come on, we don't.
This one we will require a special intro. Should we
Don't try it, please.
She really see accolades.
Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. Hello everyone, my name is Dozie, and yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I mean, I'm actually glad to be here today in midst of this, my senior colleagues in this business, because who am I? Who are big?
Which business? Are we talking about podcast business or entertainment?
All right, no, senior me now.
No, content creating. This guy is baker. This guy is fashionista. This guy is travel agent and travel enthusiast.
My introduction to Dozie was a video that was done by my brother. Shout out to Great Shots.
Oh,
and
my God.
Speak up.
And I was like, so when I saw the video, I was like, yo, this guy is unapproachable. Like, yes.
It's hold on.
Yeah, no, so my
This is not the first time here.
I'm with you.
Because when the guy cried, the Z, the Mino, the and then the Igbo song.
What?
Serious face, but that smile. You paid for the outfit, you paid the videographer, smile.
This guy's never smiled in his photos. This guy's never smiled. You know all these my angles you see. I learned it from him. I learned it from him.
To be honest, you're not the first one to say that I look unapproachable in my people.
When I knew that he was a kind person
me.
was when I did one of his best friend's wedding last year, OG.
Oh, OG's wedding.
And shout out to Emeka OG, by the way. And then we connected, and I was like, this guy's big calm like this. Although he pulled a stunt at the wedding,
the ring.
which would have cost me at the reception.
Diva stunts.
Yes.
Oh no, it's part of the package. It's part of the package.
I didn't even know.
See. You know what's crazy? This guy is star quality.
Yeah.
I saw the clip. I saw the clip like months after, and I was like, imagine this was.
Oh, was this the viral?
Yeah,
yes.
the ring.
Oh,
yeah,
you don't see me.
Yeah, I saw. Everyone saw it, sir.
I saw
The
it.
rings. The rings. Okay, while they are waiting for the ring, I will. Oh, you guys are playing a bad part here.
I was like, because I MC the reception.
They were not attacking innocent me.
So I'm like, what if that was the energy they brought to the reception? I mean, I was just unawares. It didn't work out, and I think I'm the one that was the problem. Not knowing that was
The funny thing is, even Michael didn't know about the prank. The prank, I thought about, to go to me, I thought about, because we're at the hotel dressing room, and the night before, Teddy, they were being like, don't forget the ring, don't forget. I'm like, madam, keep quiet, please, it's just wedding, go do your wedding and come back, I beg you. And then, at the hotel, because that night, I put the ring in my, the suit of my jacket. So I go to the hotel, and it played out that as we're there getting dressed, I deliberately left the ring on the nightstand. So OG's eyes caught it.
Yeah.
And then everyone was dressed, we're all leaving. I was like, let's go, guys. It was like, Dozie, that ring. I was like, bruh, I got you. Ring again.
You was
Ring,
the best man.
I was the best man. I was like, it's a ring. I have it. Of course, because I did it like my a classical way. And then we're leaving the hotel room. I told one of the other guys to hide in the bathroom, so it looked like I was the last person to step out of the room. And then I told him to grab the ring. In my head, I was thinking of every prank in the world to use. So in Emeka's eyes, I was the last person to leave the room, rather, and I took the ring. This was us driving to church. As we were laughing and everything, I was like, I need to do something. I was like, these guys are too serious. Something needs to. And Emeka was ready, like, bro, keep moving. It's your wedding, come. So we got to church, and it happened that Emeka had to go in first before all of us. So he went in, and then I told all the groomsmen, the ring is not here. And everybody was like, the fuck? Like, I just said that the ring is not here, but the person who had the ring knew but the rest of the guys too were unaware that. So most of us as the groommen didn't know that the ring actually wasn't there, and then they started going in.
You know what?
So everybody's mind going into the church was like, where the hell is the ring? Where the hell is the ring?
But like, why did they call you out for nothing? Like, if you said the ring is not the one, I'm like, Bralfa, what do you mean the ring?
Because I was the last person to leave the room.
Yeah, but like if America is really inside and you say, guys, the ring is not here, I don't see why everybody should be going in. Like, we already know there's a problem. Why are we going into the problem?
Not our pastor to handle it.
Forget pastor. My guy's ring is not here.
And the song was already playing.
Okay.
So exactly, the procession songs were already playing.
I want to cancel procession.
Wait, pastor was on the altar, procession song was humming, and then the bride was already outside with her dad. So it's like, it's go time, like move. And then Chidera lost it. Chidera was like, Obi, where is it? I was like, shh, just go.
Like I say, shh.
Even if you listen to the video, the person was like, Obi, where is the ring? I'm like, hey, don't be talking like that.
Yeah. I saw Oji's
Emeka was there.
I saw Oji's face, bro.
Teddy was like, no, I just needed something to. I mean, I'd seen so many things that groomsmen had done, from that whole, tap in the back where the best man dresses up in a dress and then at least you come, but there was no time to do that at the hotel. The other ones that I've seen like different other like groomsmen like prank. Maybe they try to hand the ring and then they handed out like this candy rings. I've seen so many people. I just wanted something that was original, just something that
was too original.
I hadn't. So then the pastor goes, "Can I have the rings, please?" And then I turned to the guys that, okay, ring. And everybody goes, wait. And they were really searching the, and that was what I loved, like the way they were actually thinking the ring was in the bag I gave them. Because they were looking because we got like this bags from all of them thought that only in one of the bags there was the ring there. And thank God for Benjamin who played, because Benjamin had the ring in his pocket and he too bent.
Everybody needs a Benjamin, bro. Everybody needs a Benjamin.
Like, where is the ring?
Right.
And I told them, I beg, just bring the ring before Jimmy. If that plan had lasted 2 more seconds, Emeka was going to lose it.
See.
2 more seconds. No. Emeka was at the edge of losing. Forget all those things. But when we got to the park where we were taking pictures, Emeka was like, not try that. But that thing you try.
See, guys, for context, I will, not even for context. I'll put the video. I'll infuse it.
Oh, please put the video.
I'll infuse it.
Was a beautiful intro. Even the pastor even was like, you know what? While they're looking for the rings, let's carry. And I'm like, you don't even rate me. Because of the kids, but when they say I was the best man, look at me like, you. Pastor God don't even rate me. It was a beautiful. That was like my major. Like that was the first time I think the other times were like, I've seen your podcast with what's his name, when Mike reposted a couple, another one you did with Soso and stuff like that. So I'd known you from afar, but that first contact was really nice. And then the whole
that was a great first contact.
You get somebody's wedding, just and that was just it. I think then we had that conversation. So we're both from Anambra State and some other things. So it was just like a nice. Then went to grab we went to that place, Feast of Africa. Then this whole Zobo and
Zobo package.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of food.
That's all I care.
Food is a very wonderful.
It's based on wedding and food.
Of course, food is a very beautiful unifier.
I don't know.
Trust me, where there's food, all enmities drop.
Was it not how Dozie started talking to me? My first night, I got pizza.
Oh. It was food again.
It's food now.
Man,
it's food now.
Food is beautiful. Food is wonderful. That's why when I see, I'm like, as a guy, just learn. I mean, it's a survival skill. Like,
to cook, right?
To cook.
I'm still shocked how some people don't know how to cook.
Hey, if you want to talk to me directly. Don't cut corners. Talk to me directly.
Let's go through stories.
What do you mean? Yeah. Let's talk that one. I'm a first son I'm a first boy out of
The glass house closed by. Don't throw stones.
You don't need to throw the stone.
Don't chip the window.
I've said this before, man. I blame my dad for that situation because
Your dad?
yes,
Your dad was like the traditionalist.
not necessarily traditionalist. First of all, I'm the first boy out of 5 kids, and I'm the only boy. I have 4 sisters. But like when my dad would not like when my mom, so my mom never really like was like, oh, like I don't know, was never like, you guys come into the kitchen, everybody come into the kitchen, like.
Oh no, okay, I think that's where your mom and mom differ. No, as long as you can eat, you can cook. There, you will enter.
So now, but what my dad now made me understand was the only thing that men cook or make, rather not cook,
Pound yam.
is salad.
Huh?
Yes, my father is a doctor, and so anytime like my dad and my mom would like get into any kind of friction, and she's not cooking, you know the best way is to not cook as a woman, just start the entire house. My father will not go into the kitchen. That's why my father will not call me.
Wait, does he make salad or salad?
Salad.
Let's go to
Yeah.
because salad is the same thing as salad.
You
eat salad.
Actually, it depends on some day because you just pour that vinaigrette.
His salad cream. Is it salad or salad? Salad is the name of salad.
That's salad.
Because you use salad. It was only in Nigeria I know that you were putting macaroni, egg, corned beef, baked beans, sweet. I'm like,
That is salad.
you think that's healthy living?
There's even a difference between coleslaw and coleslaw.
Yeah, no, coleslaw, no, coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
If you coleslaw,
Coleslaw is diabetes, bro. Guy, you never go wedding there. They send me the coleslaw. You taste that, you go back. Say you better top the coleslaw. Say add some more. Please add it.
No, with the egg inside.
It's like garnish.
and then they mix that mayo and whatever they use. I'm like, what are you eating?
Bruh.
Or when they do the coleslaw, and then when they scoop coleslaw, you not see the mayo drip. I'm like, hey, God, clogged arteries, man. Your heart is going to block. There's no coming back from that. Your heart is going to block.
But yeah, back to your question. Was it location of wedding?
So yeah, location of wedding, yes.
Location from. Okay, you go first. I know. I already know, but I want to say. No, you go first.
Repeat the question.
So my question was like, if you guys decide to ever get married, because now we're in a progressive society, we can't assume that everybody is going to get married. Would you rather get married in like where everybody is based? So like you're based in Winnipeg, or would you do a destination wedding?
Conversation yesterday.
That was objective. That was objective. Because in this time and age, I know as an Igbo, I don't know if I know that as an Igbo guy, it's going to be true. So the father and the wife. So how are we going to? Which one are we doing?
I said my own is destination wedding. I'll leave that. We'll explain it.
Let me explain the merit.
So your destination too?
95% yes.
I'm destination.
I want the destination wedding.
I'm destination.
I don't know. I don't know if
destination. For me, Nigeria can be a destination.
No, that
Okay. No, I'm just saying like again, my locale now is Canada, right? Like this is where that's a home has become for me. I mean, it's more than almost 10 years I've been living here, so this is where I have more. Do I have more people here? but destination, yes, and not just for the thrills and whatever. Like I want the destination wedding. I just want to be away. If you see destination wedding, you are getting married like one river, tabletop mountain, like Banky's wedding, tabletop mountain in South Africa. So that's like, if it's for trad, I would want trad to be like, a party, yes, where my people are. But for like the solemnization of like the white wedding, it will be a destination, definitely. But even like this, I can't carry like pastor where I know a big guy. I can't carry pastor that I don't know. One bishop not lay hand on me. I don't know where it's coming from. But destination wedding, one, like we said yesterday, you already eliminate people that don't have visa. Your guest list has come down. So once you eliminate visa, do you know, especially when you pick a country where to get a visa?
Yeah.
What?
You have to have a
What?
Can't win like China.
where English is not the first language.
But I think, but again, people that pick destination weddings, these are just intrusive thoughts. Please, it's not everyone that does destination wedding that thinks like this. Some people might, but it's not everyone. So first of all, your guest has eliminated, because when you send out the invite and you see, and Nigerians need to change. See, Nigerians, please, when someone says RSVP, please, respondez s'il vous plaît. It means you should respond. Tell me if you are called s'il vous plaît, they are begging you.
It doesn't mean rights are still very flexible. It means you should respond.
They're actually begging. Because you do RSVP and then they'll be like, I don't remember. Anyway, I've been there before.
Not remind me.
Some people say, they didn't remember, or they were not reminded.
I've seen somebody say, I didn't know I had to.
I didn't know I had to respond.
I just got the email. I thought,
especially when it's wedding on this side of the world, like in the western.
It's very key.
It's very key to respond, because if you don't, I mean, there have been weddings where, I'm at fault on this. Like OG's wedding, Teddy was like, respond. I'm like, I'm on the bridal train. I go
best
come.
man now.
And she was like, yes, but you still need to respond. And I was like, okay. And I actually responded, right? So I'm not saying I'm innocent. I mean, I've been guilty in like some couples where I'm like, if I tell you I'm going to show at your wedding, I'll go show. And they're like, yeah, I know you would show, but you need to respond that you're going to come. So I'm also passing on that, learning that, please respond. Because men, if you know how much goes into weddings in this part of the world per head, it go fear you. That's why when I miss somebody's wedding, I don't need the guilty conscience.
Have you ever seen the post where some lady like sent the
per head cost to people that miss the wedding. I saw something like that.
So he sent the bill.
She sent the bill to them.
No, I found it. I didn't see. I saw
the post.
Stuff. No, I didn't.
So like, let's say for one guest was like 150. She made you like, hello, please give me my 150. Since you missed my wedding without and like you didn't give any excuse or
you decided to show up.
Lovely.
You will pay.
Lovely now.
Because if you book flight and you miss it, that's your money gone. So you kind of have to. But yeah, so like the guest list, you already remove people that don't have visa. Guest list is short. After visa, people that don't rate you first of all. Because you with them out. I think your destination wedding, like people have to really
see, no. It's destination where the price is above 1K for flight tickets.
I see that money on.
Some people have Groupon and Percopolis. Groupon, but whatever they call those places, people will find the ticket. If people want to find ticket, they will find ticket.
And that's what I say. As he said, if you rate me,
you will come.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you rate me, because if you don't rate me and you see the flight ticket is above $200,
like me now, there's a particular wedding that's going to happen soon. It's a destination wedding. I don't have visa. You have removed me from your guest list. I'm not going to show. When you come back, we'll talk. If I had visa, we'll go. The immigration not send me because I go where they are not come to Toronto. They put my next flight tonight. I'm not going to leave that airport like
that's where I won't go.
I'm out here worker. I'm valuable to your country. I'm valuable.
No, the only
I'm a value that I'm a frontline worker.
That frontline worker. It reminds me of one of my guys. We were going to Ottawa one time. So Ottawa is in Ontario. We're going to Ottawa, and he was driving, right? So he was speeding, and so he got pulled over. And then when the policeman pulled him over, the guy's like, "Sir, I'm one of you."
Essential worker.
He's not an essential worker. He said, I'm also on the front line, sir.
But it could have been. I mean, during that COVID period, though, like, who got them to them what was essential, what was not essential? I mean, what was the criteria to know what was essential, what was not essential?
What did you do on a daily basis?
If you're saving lives now, apparently. The only reason you're asking this question is because you were benefiting now.
I mean, I was. See, if there's something I could do nursing from home, I would do it. Can I be a virtual nurse?
How would you do nursing from home?
I will be like, okay, now you can get up from your bed.
A video call.
Yeah. Video call the patient.
It was the shopping in Dollarama experience for me where they had everything on the shelf, but they just taped it. Yeah. I was like, I could just take this on.
They did that in Dollarama. Like in Dollarama, there were things that I'm like, how do you know what is essential to me?
Exactly.
For some reason, you could buy tissue, but you couldn't buy. I think it was like you couldn't buy tissue holder because they taped it off. So tissue holder was in a different. You could buy tissue and like.
Hold on, they were segregating items you can buy.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not that they took it off the shelf, it was empty, it was on the shelf.
On the shelf, and then they put a red tape over it.
It's not
and sometimes, even if you took the item and went to the counter, they wouldn't scan it. Because it was not. So even in the stores, there were essential items you could buy and non-essential items you could buy. I'm like, how dare you know what's essential to me? Like, who are you to tell me what's essential?
So they're looking to use your cell phone.
You couldn't buy. I know you couldn't buy. I mean, there's a Dollarama close to my house. So going on Sunday, you couldn't buy some big items. They were not essential. You couldn't buy some stationaries. Some stationaries were not allowed. You couldn't get. I mean, there were some other things too that were like taped off. So I will go in and I'm like, then you now go and buy tissue. Tissue has finished. So open the rest. Let me. You don't know. I didn't even understand. I didn't understand why. That means you didn't go out much, like during COVID.
No. See, once COVID, I just sat.
Oh no! I mean, I was still going to. I mean,
I just
again, essential worker. That thing was the craziest.
Because me, all I used to do was just go buy groceries. But anytime I was getting groceries, nothing was taped off.
Things were taped off. It was, and then the rate at which tissue. They started rationing tissue for people. Like at superstore, they'll tell you as a household you can only buy like
minimum.
Yeah,
like that.
I was like,
as if.
How many people do you know is living with me? How many do you know? So I don't know. I was only allowed the limit of tissue.
COVID times exposed
and the way these people were buying tissue.
What about
these people?
Was it not?
The way they were buying tissue.
Don't say the bastard.
I know. Is this people? I saw that in somewhere somebody was like, you know, we people are this. I know like when this thing somebody said, oh, the envelope. I'm like, how you call them the envelope? But it was these people that were buying the like. I think it was apocalypse. Why are you packing all the tissue from the store?
Tissue was definitely one of the measurements of stupidity.
Tissue and hand sanitizer.
Tissue was one of the measurements for stupidity. Because for me, why do you need to stock up on tissue?
Why are you stocking up on tissue?
You can wash your ass, bro. Why are you stocking up on tissue?
There was a period when I don't know, some people stocked up so much that they now had to start like selling it because they didn't need it anymore.
They'll now be selling a higher price.
No, but I know what they were buying it because we were now back. We now had it back.
By that time, you don't have an overload of tissue.
Yeah.
Don't need to buy food. You're buying tissue.
You don't look like a storage.
Gucci items could never, because the high price items at that time, face mask, sanitizer, tissue. What? Like those were like. Then everybody and your grandmother were making banana bread that period.
Yeah.
Every day you open.
You know what? I wasn't complaining because I love banana bread.
There was a new banana bread recipe. Someone was making banana bread.
With banana bread.
Yo, bro, I ate banana bread.
No, Shana was making banana bread.
Everybody that no big banana bread in pandemic, something was wrong with you. Because everybody, check YouTube tonight, how many recipes on banana
Banana
bread.
bread.
I see how many of them came from 2020 to 2023.
This is not just banana and flour. There was a special.
And then yeast finished.
was.
Everybody was making bread. You're not making bread, you're making homemade pizza. I was doing puff that place. So for business. Do you know how to order puff? I don't know order yeast from Amazon.
From Amazon, yeast from
There was
Amazon.
no yeast in stores.
Amazon was making money.
I had to buy yeast from.
Let's really think about this now. Amazon was making money. Bro.
Amazon made money. If you had shares in Amazon, they no more. Yeah, that was the period to cash out because the shares went up. So it's crazy how we've survived. So I can beat my chest to say, in my era, I survived
A pandemic. Something like the Black Plague.
Dude, and see, even this black.
In my life,
Madam, Alpha.
I'll see you with this. I know.
The bombastic side.
Hello.
I don't even know if our pandemic even compared to Black Plague.
No, I think just because of technological advancement.
Yeah.
That's right. If not, they don't, because we don't know how many people. I mean, even I think for everyone around the world, man, that period, if there was anything it showed, was like
Stupidity. That's what it
it
was.
It showed a huge level of and how inhumane we are as and how inhumane we are as a human race.
Yeah.
Because it was bad.
How what?
How what?
How people lie.
Yeah.
COVID was to stay at home. People just do.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say I'm one of those guys that
You outside of you.
I think I was outside, but like I just didn't believe I was sick at one
I
point.
didn't believe. If you were sick that period, you had something.
I didn't believe I was COVID, right? And they were like, "Oh, go get tested." And I'm okay, but I can't get the test right now, so I had to book the thing. But then by the time I went to
going out.
no, I didn't go out. When you're sick, you stay at home. But when I got to my appointment, I was feeling better. So essentially, no one ever really told me if I had COVID.
Oh,
I was sick. Don't get me wrong.
so you didn't get the test, like you didn't get swabbed or anything.
Nothing.
And that's why it was like the nastiest thing ever. Like, yo.
What I realized is people don't know how to wash their hands. That's the one thing I realized because of COVID.
Of course.
Because when you everybody out doing it like actually like it's a routine thing. You know, it's like you gotta wash your hands, put the soap, do all that fun stuff. Yeah,
The fact that they have to reteach us how to wash hands.
wash hands.
Like children.
But people are nasty out in the streets, man. People are dirty. People are dirty in the streets. But as I mean, like we were saying, as essential worker that I am,
Yeah.
no, the kind of the things that I saw at the hospitals were
Horrific.
I saw things, man. No, it wasn't funny.
But as in how?
It wasn't funny.
As in
Like people who were actually like
going through it.
dying, people
Yeah.
who had excuse me, not even that, like they came in with symptoms, but then you're trying to, even as a healthcare worker, I couldn't go from one patient room to another without wearing the PPE, and I'm dying in that thing. I have my mask on, I have this on, then you wear like the gown, and that gown is like plastic, so by the time I wear that thing, I am sweating sweating hell under that thing. Then you wear gloves, you wear shoe, and this is, imagine you have 10 patients. In every patient's room you go in,
Change.
you have to, when you come out of one patient's room, you change, sanitize, and start wearing all over again. It was crazy.
No one.
It was crazy.
Now. This is why you're calling an essential worker.
It was crazy. I didn't have, no, it took a toll.
Yeah.
I don't blame people who quit. I don't blame nurses who were crying, who were demanding, dare I say, extra pay.
Every day you say
It was. Do you know, it was
signed up
that
for.
bad. It was that bad that.
But who pays you? Is it the government?
As long as my account hits, my check comes into my account. I don't know who is paying me, but money is coming. But no, I mean, there is like every health authority has like the way they distribute like money. But there was this thing that happened here in Winnipeg. There was a particular facility, retirement care home, that something happened, and I felt personally, I just felt it wasn't right. Like, you're asking people to walk into a highly contaminated environment. COVID, like you had COVID positive cases top to bottom of the building, and you're only promising them extra $2 pays.
$2
an hour, yeah. $2.
They even had the nerve to even say $2.
I was like, 2, and you want me to go there? Like, want me to work in that territory? No. I humbly declined. I was okay with what I was earning. Like, I wouldn't go there. My human side wanted to, but I'm like, please, I'm my mother's firstborn. Please, at what risk? Like, at what cost would I risk myself for $2 an hour, for extra $2? It wasn't fair.
Do you know what I don't understand? Is like, I don't understand how they think just saying $2 is like, it's going to.
Yeah, it's like, we're doing you a favor, $2. Who are you? So it's when people are like, you nurses are making money. I'm like, well, yeah, money is being made, but for what we do,
it's still not.
And we are talking nurses. There is still like healthcare aides, personal support workers. There's so many other like healthcare frontliners as well. That, I mean, it would help if some pay adjustments were rightly made.
Yeah.
Because I've worked from like whatever bottom tier it is, like CNAs. Bottom tier, as they call, like, you're building up the pyramid.
Levels,
so CNA, healthcare rate, that level I've built up. That I've worked these jobs and I see the kind of, dare I say, shit that these people put up with. That I'm like, I think whoever does the money or like the pay, whatever review board needs to actually sit and the pay needs to come up a bit. I don't, but $2 I call an insult. And the pay needs to come up a bit.
And people think there's only Nigeria that's corrupt.
Corruption is everywhere.
Mental.
It's everywhere. Mental. It's really everywhere.
Oh, you want to sit and watch?
Oh, not us providing entertainment. Love it.
No, man. Yeah, I think the only question that I had was based on the topic we were having in the car, and also like friendships and people and stuff like that.
Friendship?
Yeah, because I was going to say, because I know this guy in a normal day will not allow his own props, but when it comes to friendships, this guy has made me understand what friend. We don't talk every day, but like every time I say associations and friendships are very important, I'm picking who you choose as friends.
True.
Since day one, this guy been very, very helpful. So even like when you say
Jesus,
when you say like even like reading the book by front cover, it's the authenticity that allows you to know that this person is themselves.
Yeah, I think I run with that thing. Like I don't know. Like I don't need to like show you my life, but I question myself, like, what would it take from you to just be real?
Yeah, and see, and that's the same. I don't even know how to put it. The meaning that you've had since the beginning. Like the kind of questions that you even ask in general when we're talking about different things, and you just ask certain questions that make me even think. Because you even think that I came as a proper person. Some of the things you ask.
I saw this boy.
Some of the things you ask.
To Canada, you have a Gucci shoe. Excuse me, you're my ordering this.
It's the saying, dress how you want to get dressed.
Yeah,
and that's how you dress.
And
that's how we address you. It's a side segment, but we'll shift it back to your friendship.
But like the whole of authenticity is like, even when we're talking about how there are people that, let's say, they come as like rich kids, and they act a certain way. Sometimes it's not just based on the fact that I do not act like other people. It's also like, by the time I landed, who picked me up from the airport? Is this guy now? And even from there, just the way he maneuvers and the way he treats life made me realize too, like whatever base characteristic I had was solidified by just watching him.
But do you think that is because, like, Dozie is someone who's like, what you see is what you get?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it, bro. Like, see, there was no chance. Like, cause the thing, I'm very receptive and observing as well. So when I'm seeing him work how many jobs and say things like you need to like get a license and stuff like that, and these are things like he didn't even actually put any energy into saying it. It was just that because of how authentic he is, when he's complaining or saying certain things, and I'm listening, you're seeing someone that actually cares to even say certain things like that. Because even like when that whole pizza situation, I said don't be buying pizza for everyone. Like, obviously in my nice nature, if I'm eating, whoever's around can eat. But obviously there's some cockroaches that are eating more than they can chew. You know, but even as he just said that small thing, as in like you can't just allow everyone to just, as he's eating the pizza, you can't just allow everyone to eat from whatever you're getting.
Right.
It stuck with me.
Yeah.
It stuck with me.
I know, like, it was just a thing where so what happened was I won't go into details, but I'm just like, so he that night first, like, this is the first time I'm seeing this dude. You know, he comes in, he's like, oh, he's hungry, but he was craving pizza, and they would try to get pizza. I think I saw him. I mean, like, nice guy. I was like, okay, you guys picking up from the airport. Oh, let's get like this and that. And the other individual there was, oh, let's get this, let's get that. I'm like, first of all, it's not your money. This human being is trying to treat us. Calm down. Like, really, this is your first time seeing this person. You don't just go on let's buy this, let's buy that spree. Yeah. And that was one intrusive thought. I was like, no, you don't do that. So we got, and I don't think I even ate. I had gone to my room, and then it was like, oh, won't you take? I'm like, it was like, no. You bought it. So I took one. Whereas was, and then after I just called him and I was like, see, don't be too nice where people kind of like ride you, or like when something is yours, keep it for you, like enjoy it for you. And then if you deem it fit to share with people, that's fine. Like, so those kind of things. And I not me being role model. Wow. I mean, I take the accolade, but it's God, and it's just me being me. I don't know. We're all fake to a limit. Right, but at what cost would you be so fake that you can't be real anymore? At what point would you be so fake that you can't be real anymore? With me, if you come to my house, my house is scattered. I mean, the money I do to pack some things aside. But if you see my house, I don't have to overly pretend. This is my space. You're not paying me. You are not. This is my house. Like, what you see is what you get. And I'm thankful that in the past 24 hours, I would say this, that there was someone who actually, we've had like a, let's say, bro, for a couple years. It's been let me see, it's been about 3 years that me and this person haven't spoken. But this person,
you look like someone that has beef with a lot of people.
Who?
You.
I don't have beef.
Because you talk your mind and suppose
I was about to say,
and that's not a bad thing about you. It's just like, when you see bad energy, you say, yo, that's bad energy.
I tell you, like,
and there's people who don't know how to take care. Like, you're telling me this. Like,
I don't know. Again, and I'm the person who, if you tell me my fault, even if you're older than me, younger than, I would apologize. I will tell you sorry, like, right out the bat.
I just cut you off.
No. If I do something and you tell me, Dozie, this thing you did, I'm not like, I would apologize. Right? See, if there's the Old Testament to me, oh God. The Old Testament? When you're talking to the rock and the Old Testament. Because sometimes when some things happen, like, I have to decide, is it the New Testament that used to apply? Should I use the Old Testament? Because if Old Testament, I mean, everybody has that Old Testament self that is like, will burn you down. But as life progresses, and this was not even life, it's just, I've met people along the way that I would read different people with different, or let me say, deal with different people with different hands. There are some people I know right off the bat, nah, not you. Like,
that comes with growth too.
Yeah, it can't be you, or I put you somewhere, and there's some people that you just put in like we are, like, people have like acquaintances of the people. I mean, it's not everybody that is friend, and I've been a victim of, you know, liking everybody or being friendly to everybody, and then I've been burnt more times than I can handle. Like, what's that saying? Beat me once, shame on you. I be beat me twice, shame on you.
Not fool me.
Fool me once. Beat me. I'm trying to understand.
Beat me twice,
No. There's like fool me once, shame on you, fool you.
This guy wants to join. Please, all the big language you've been speaking since you started.
When the first said, I thought you said fool me.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
So if
fool me 3 times, we just fight.
I'll kill you. If fool me 3 times, I will beat you. But it's those little things that I know at one point that I can't take this, and it cuts across both friendship with guys and ladies, and like it's the same thing. I cannot say, oh, because you're a lady, man. If you, I will tell you, you don't do that. Like all this, provide, don't provide. I'm not Jehovah Jireh. I can't provide. You know all those kind of things. Let's be friends with one another and be real friends. Like, I guess to a point where we should be intentional about the kind of friendships we keep. Right. I get there's a fake, there's the fake life. Sometimes it's okay to live in a little vanity. It's okay to live a little fake. It's fine. But choose in your heart that there will be a space for your real self to be.
Right.
Like, there just has to be a space for your real self. Because we will know. Fake life has a way of showing itself that it's fake.
Yeah.
It would show.
Yeah.
And it takes nothing from you to be real with. I mean, there was a friend of mine, someone in my church that was saying something. I was not even there. I just walked up past the place. And somebody was like, do they come and me find job? I was like, sorry. I'm like, that somebody here that used to help people. I said, I don't help you. I'm not the one. But if you need a job, I could talk to 1, 2, 3 people.
I need a job.
I'm screaming. No, we'll talk. For real, we'll talk. So I can talk to 1, 2, 3 people that would, people that I know. Mm-hmm. Because I make genuine connections with people. I don't care how much you make. I don't care who your father is. If I don't like you, I don't like. And life is not Nollywood that if I cut you from my life, I will suffer. No. I don't. In Igbo, there's something that they say, Onye kwechi ekwe, like, if you believe this thing works for you, your head or your God will work for. I don't believe in, because I removed you from my life, then I'm going to miss out on like life's best things. No, I removed you just because you don't, like, your energy doesn't, it's not what I want. So this person that came up to me yesterday, we kind of mended bridges. And in this person's words was like, the friendship I have with you, I've been trying to have it with other people, but it's never just worked.
See vows.
I know, I won't lie. That was exactly what this person said to me. That the friendship I have with you.
Question: was it a guy or a girl?
A girl. Okay. And she's like, the friendship I have with you, I've not been able to have it with someone else, no matter how hard I try.
See, when's the wedding? Hey, guy, obviously. Give me dates. Freaky. Vows, man.
Friendship I've had it you.
Oh, damn it, man.
It's the jello fries.
And this is not your my jello. But that's the thing. Like in friendships, I think in genuine friendships, there is just a thing about having that circle of friends or having those people. Like, genuine connection is not hard. Mm-hmm. Like, nowadays, people just size up friends. Like, you size up people, maybe if you're not in the same tax bracket or earning bracket, if you're not in the same age, if you're not in the same this, if you know vibes, if you know this, if you know that.
If you're not fine.
I mean, there are people who pick vanity on that. I mean, I know, because I get amusement park. As people that know, I don't get this on amusement park. I can't. That's every time, bro. If I carry C-SPAN, there's a kind of audience I would attract, but now because I get amusement park, there's an audience I'm attracting. There are people who are wow. There are people who are that vain that girls would only like hang out with, or some guys. People pick up different things. Okay, you don't have this spending power. You don't this. There are people who just associate themselves with different people for different reasons. It's fine. But my point is, what I'm going is, at let's say there's an emergency, like at night, which of those your friends can you actually call when all dies, when everything is down?
Word.
There was time I wanted to start. I did start it. I did it for a minute, like a food business. But the reason I stopped was we don't place where they cook for Winnipeg. Is okay. I'm not cooking again. And the one person I could call them was Doctor. And I called Doctor. I was like, oh. And I would never go like, I'll first check him.
See,
are you okay?
Wait.
Are you available?
See, the way this guy will ask me out, what to just.
I want to know if you're available. I cannot just
see.
throw my.
He will give me a full FAQ before he will land this question.
Are you free between this time and this time? Are you available?
The answer is yes from the start. So it's yes from the start.
I know Doctor will tell me, but it's my human side to ask. I mean, if you're really not available, don't worry. But this he goes, even when he's not available, say, hey, I'm coming. I'm like, I'm not saying you don't come, right? But some people be like, hey, Dre, Alpha, I bet show. And you're like, wait. I bet not something like you know, you look at yourself like,
yeah, I hear you.
I bet I don't have anything I'm are you possessed, right? So that day, I'll never forget. And I've said it, I put it on my Instagram page, I've made it public knowledge before. Doctor came to my place. We took everything we had to do, all the deliveries I had to make, we made it. And Doctor didn't charge me a dime. Not that he couldn't. I mean, I offered to buy fuel. He said I shouldn't. I'm like, Oga, let me buy fuel. And he said, I beg. We did all.
He's not exaggerating. He's not exaggerating. This conversation.
We drove to the end, almost through Transcona. If you know where Transcona is from Winnie, we drove them to deliver food. Doctor didn't charge me a dime. Yesterday we were at my place. We were talking about my TV. That went. If you know when we went to carry that TV in winter, I'm not saying so. If it's summer, the road is nice. In winter, in that Doctor's car that we do, that's why we drive. I heard the TV like this at the back where the TV no fall. But we went. So there are friends like that I know, even if I'm naked, they will clothe me without telling people that it's their clothes I'm wearing. And those are the kind of true people you keep. You get person will give me.
Dozie, this is your podcast. For the last 20 minutes, I don't say do.
Now you understand what my friend.
Like you get in this segment.
you will cover me. You like I'm telling people that that's clothes is wearing. And I'm like, and I take your clothes. I would rather stand naked in the street. Take the clothes. Don't give me again. No give me. So those kind of friendships or those kind of true this thing, I try so hard, like pretending. I mean, through high school and through everything, right? There were seasons and times, or there were things that happened with me in high school that people in school themselves didn't understand. Right? In high school, I was seen as, that was stingy. But how much did they give me for us? My father would give me 1,500. That will last me. Wait, let's say we go to school in September. By September, October, till like mid-October, end October. 1,500 in secondary school. Where we know break time na gala and sharks. I mean, we go to gala and sharks, gala and drink. That's already 100 now. How many gala pieces of gala be drink? I want to buy to that point before I go home to recharge 1,500 again to finish the term. And inside the gala, at the chop, you know, come and say, yes, there were some things I wish I knew better back then. And right now I'm making headway in life that, you know what, that was then, this is now, right? I can't keep blaming that old self. But there are people that are going through things, even as friends, that you don't know. So the only way they can even bring up their vulnerabilities to you is if they see you as genuine enough to bring those problems to you.
Okay. So my question now is, again, like I said, like you are just like you're bubbling with energy every time. Well, for the most part, when I see you. So it's easy for people to say, okay, this guy seems like this guy, and I can have a conversation. But with someone like Doxa now, like you said all these nice things about him. Now, that's not to say that they're not true. It's because when I first saw Doxa, obviously, like I think our first interaction was on online Instagram.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Joxer didn't seem like the guy that was like, yo, like, yeah. Joxer doesn't give off, and that's because, and that's maybe because me, I'm a reserved person. Like, I think for me, it's like I'm reserved till I know who you are. I'm reserved. I am very reserved.
Do you know what's happening right now?
I'm very
This is
reserved.
all Spider-Man right now. Let me know that.
No.
Right now, this is all Spider-Man.
I'm reserved. I don't speak up. I don't speak unless spoken to.
You know, that's the real, because before I was quite loud before, but then I switched. So most time it's to the point where if I'm quiet, people are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm fine."
Yeah, me.
They're like,
until I started this.
No, for you to be quiet, I'm like, nothing is going on. Sometimes I just want to, because you've known me that I'm bubbling, and sometimes I have a quiet time where I keep quiet and just stay in my my comfort, because my being bubbly, and I mean I would say this publicly, being bubbly was born out of something. Of course, I was telling somebody in my church that I need to write a book, because the past 8 years of living in Canada, I think if I write book, I'll be saved. Well, if I write memoir,
bestseller.
Yes, sir.
Michelle Obama will come. All the shaker I've seen in Winnipeg, if I write memoir.
Does that come from your extroverted energy? The fact that you're always like giving a chance, like giving people a chance.